Every town has secrets. Every friend group has drama. And every story has more than one side. Welcome to the Gossip Mill, the podcast where whispers turn into stories and stories turn into debates. From small-town scandals that everyone swears they don't care about, to "Am I the asshole?" and "Am I in the wrong?" moments that split people right down the middle, to friend group gossip that was never meant to leave the chat. Here we spill the tea, but we also ask the hard questions. Who crossed the line? Who's telling the truth? And who's pretending they didn't start it? Grab your headphones, keep an open mind, and remember, in the Gossip Mill, the rumors are always churning and nothing stays quiet for long. Our first story is from an anonymous poster from a small town, so let's get into it. Hi, I, 43, female, am already regretting this because Maple Hallow is the kind of town where someone will recognize themselves by the third sentence. You asked for scandal, and honestly, I don't even know where to start because the official story and the real story are two completely different things. Let me set the scene. Maple Hallow has exactly one grocery store, one bar that pretends it's a family restaurant, and a Facebook group where grown adults fight about snow plowing like it's a blood sport. Everyone claims to hate gossip, and everyone knows everyone else's business by noon. Now, the scandal. It began last spring with the mayor's wife changing her hair. I know that sounds small, but in a town like this, it's a signal. She went from her usual church-friendly curls to this sharp, dramatic cut. People noticed. Then she stopped coming to Wednesday night trivia at the bar. Then she stopped liking the mayor's posts online. And then, this is important, she showed up to the Founders' Day picnic with her sister instead of him. That's when the whispering started. At first, it was the usual stuff. They're having problems. He works too much. She deserves better. But then someone claimed they saw the mayor having very intense conversations with the high school guidance counselor in the diner parking lot. Windows down, leaning in, hands moving. Way too much emotion for a casual chat. Within a week, the story had evolved. According to Maple Hallow, the mayor was secretly leaving town on Tuesdays, using city funds for personal reasons, planning to sell the old mill property to someone he knew very well. And that's when people remembered the library. Our library closes at 6, except sometimes it didn't. Folks walking their dogs would see lights on late, cars parked out back. Not random cars either, familiar ones. People who had no reason to be there after hours. Someone swore they saw the guidance counselor leaving with a stack of papers and crying. Someone else said the mayor's wife had been seen going into the library during the day and leaving furious. Another person claimed there were meetings happening that weren't on the calendar. By now, the town had completely lost its mind. There were theories. Affairs, blackmail, secret deals, a resignation letter that definitely exists but is being hidden. One woman posted on Facebook that Maple Hallow was rotting from the inside, which somehow got 73 likes and started 3 separate comment wars. Here's the truth. Or at least the version that finally came out when everything exploded at a town hall meeting that was supposed to be about road repairs. The library had become a quiet organizing space. Not romantic, not criminal, political, emotional, messy. The guidance counselor had been helping students file complaints. The mayor knew. His wife found out. Not about an affair, but about how deep the problems went, and she was not okay with how long everyone had stayed quiet. So no, it wasn't what people imagined. But here's the thing no one likes to admit. The gossip didn't come from nowhere. It came from secrets, from people pretending everything was fine while tensions were boiling under the surface. Now, the mayor's wife lives in the neighboring town. The guidance counselor transferred schools. The library closes exactly on time, and everyone acts like Maple Hallow has moved on. But when you're in line at the grocery store and two people lower their voices, when someone says, "Well, after what happened last year," and doesn't finish the sentence,
Yeah, nothing's really over.
anyway, thanks for reading me story. Please don't read my name. I would like to continue buying milk in peace. A listener who knows way too much.